Alchemist is more than just a fable. This is a rich book filled with wisdom and actionable things that we can take into consideration to change the way we live our lives. Today, we will uncover the hidden truths, secrets, and wisdom within this book. Secrets that reveal how you can live your own personal legend, as he calls it in this book, which you can translate as your dream or your purpose. How to overcome challenges and align with the language of the world or the universe. Let's get into it. It all starts with a dream. The author of this book reminds us that the possibility of a dream coming true is the reason why life is even worth living. Now, dreams in this context mean the voice of God. They're not just idle fantasies. They are something that is given to you, blessed to you. It's something that is given to you straight from the one up above. Whether it's God, the universe, doesn't matter. This is your calling. In modern times, you can look at people like Elon Musk or Donald Trump. These people dared to dream big. And their dreams weren't really to make money. It wasn't about the wealth, but rather the impact that they were going to make. From Elon sending fucking rockets to space because he wants to send people to Mars, to Donald Trump. Not just affordable housing, but luxury for people to enjoy. Dreams, although very deeply and personal, are actually universal to all of us. Ask yourselves, what is a dream that I have let go because it was too big or too risky? Start small. Start writing down the steps and then moving towards fulfilling those baby steps towards that goal. Understand this, that your dream is your responsibility and offering to the world. So it's not only to help you, but you can help others through your dream. So it is a duty for you to actually go out and fulfill these dreams. People's lives depend on this. You may be the one that changes somebody's life, gives somebody a job, helps somebody in need through a screen. The author of the book speaks of something called the world's greatest lie. Now, what is that? There's so many. But the world's greatest lie is that somewhere along our lives, somewhere along that road to where we are now, we have lost the drive, the dream, the want to do something. And we've fallen into this idea that our lives is no longer in our control. Some of us believe that it has never been in our control. That life has taken over and we're just at the whim of it. Now, this can manifest in many forms, and it usually does. And it's usually through lies that you tell yourself, or better yet, what people don't want to hear. It's the excuses you use in order to not do what you should be doing. This can be like, oh, I'm too old to start a new career, or I don't know anything about this, industry, so I don't really want to jump into that, or I have a family, I can't be taking these risks, financial risk or any kind of risk. Yeah, that sounds good, bro. The fact of the matter is that people are leaving their traditional jobs every day, pursuing their own small business, starting their own platforms, using YouTube, TikTok. All these different platforms are actually empowering the individual to be able to branch out and do something different. Whether it's something creative, creating videos, creating music. Platforms allow individuals to be empowered. Now, the thing is, with anything that you do, this will take time. It's going to cost you not only time, but it's going to cost you family and friends and your love life. All that fun at the club, all that fucking partying to the club, going to concerts, getting hammered, all of that is going away. You don't have time because you still have a life to live. You have work that you need to do, and you have to allocate those hours after work to pursue this dream. I promise you, if you stick to it, 5, 10 years down the line, you will live the life that most want, but just can never seem to get. Here's a profound truth. The obstacles in your way are not there to deter you from your goals, but they're there to shape you. The author actually goes into this and explains that there is a force out there that is perceived to be negative, that pushes us back, makes us kind of have to fight for something. And we tend to see it as a sign that it's not meant for us or it's not for us. or it's just there to be going against us. It's not true. In modern times, think of J.K. Rowling. She was damn near in poverty, writing her book, her novel, going to publisher and just being rejected. And this may seem to somebody that doesn't have the type of mindset that can help them elevate past these tribulations to assume that maybe this isn't for them and they give up. But what this is actually doing behind the scenes to your character is showing you how to be persistent, how to build that, you know what, regardless of what they tell me, regardless of what's going on, I'm going to make it. Next time you face an obstacle, tell yourself this in your head: the problem is the way. Whether it's a breakup, a failed business venture, or even a health setback. Instead of asking yourself, why me? Think, what is the lesson here? What am I supposed to be learning? This completely takes you away from the fucking victim mentality into a more powerful, what can I do? What must I do to overcome this? Because at the end of the day, the goal that you are reaching is not so much a destination that's physical, right? Or even material. But it's rather the character that's building within you that is going to shine and attract these things. You can't get these things that you are not ready for. Now, one of the most valuable and actionable lessons in The Alchemist is this: take action before expecting a result or a reward. In today's world, that could mean starting a side hustle or volunteering, or at work where you are working to buy food for people, for your department. Start small. Just on a Monday, fuck it, here you guys go. Without expecting anything. The world tends to give to those that give. Okay? Take those chances. Do those things. Put in the work, expecting no reward, and expecting nothing in return. Just do it. While you're on the journey of life, make sure you pay attention to the omens. In modern times, or in reality, omens can mean unexpected opportunities. They could be advice from a stranger that you really resonate with. I believe that the universe, I believe God speaks through everything. And if you know how to read these signs, if you can understand, you will realize that God is constantly speaking to you, or the universe. Trust your intuition, for it is the authentic voice of God guiding you. The author states in the book, your intuition is a sudden emergence of your soul emerging into the soul of the universe, God. Well, this one is very interesting and it hits very close to home. And that is that true love will never stop a man from pursuing his purpose. Many people fear that chasing their dreams will stop them from finding love. Although I feel, and I think it's true, that trying to find love will ultimately and always stop you from finding your dream. There are steps to things in life, and love comes later. But others, as I was stating before, fear that they might lose the opportunity to have love because they're chasing their dreams. And that's simply not true. The author states in the book that true love allows another person space, gives them room for growth. Love is transformation and improvement. If you're in a relationship that hinders you from progress or stops you from pursuing your dream, then that partner that you have doesn't love you. It's either attachment or fear that they have. Fear that they're projecting onto you. Whether it's fear of losing you, whether it's fear that you won't make it because they don't see it possible. Either way, you don't need that in your life. Fear is a constant companion in the journey of life. The author in the book actually explains that the idea or the fear of suffering is actually worse than the actual suffering. Why put yourself through that mental strain before you go through something and just amplify that whole feeling than to just go head on? Easier said than done, yes. How we can see this now, fear usually takes the form of fear of moving away into a new city, fear of taking a new job opportunity, fear of moving on after a breakup or divorce. Think about all the energy you've wasted just worrying about the things that can or cannot happen. Most of us walk around with these words in our head. What if? What if this happens? What if that? What if this? What if that? Why? All that energy can go into energy. All that is wasted energy. Now, energy cannot be created nor destroyed, but it sure as hell can be transferred and transformed into something else. Turn the what if into even if. Because let me tell you guys something, and this is a little secret for you guys. If you guys are actually watching, here's a little nugget. Fear and excitement in the body have the same natural responses. What does that mean? That when you are afraid, your body goes through the same chemical reaction, the same processes, the same kind of blood pressure rising as it would when you're excited. Do you hear what I'm saying? So now you've turned this fear of what if into excitement. Even if I go into this new relationship and it doesn't work, I will grow and be stronger than before. Even if I move to this city and I don't find a place to live or I don't get the job that I wanted, I will persevere. You now have energy. You're not wasting it. Peep game. The beautiful thing about life is that we can find and understand the true meaning of this world and life through anything if we take the time to contemplate it long enough. What do I mean? Some people go into the woods to meditate and they spend years doing all these things with nature to try to find themselves. That's great. That's one way to do it. Other people go to church. They have these spiritual enlightenments. That's great. That's another way to do it. At the end of the day, everything's universal. Take this, for example. I have a job that is not a steady job in the sense where if I don't improve or I don't meet certain quotas, I'm out. They might just call the next day and say, you don't pull up. Not based on salary, not based on anything. But I'm still grateful. Not that long ago, I didn't have a job at all. Struggling hard. But I'm blessed. And in this job, I'm not only learning that every day I have to be better. Every day I have to pull it off. Not just, oh, I'm on a salary. I'll just do what I can and just barely, move on. I don't know what these new generation kids are talking about. Soft quitting. I don't know what that is all about. But that sounds like some low-level, lame stuff to me. Because you can soft quit, but you're only cheating yourself, my friend. The difference between you and I is you may have a stable job. You may have a secure future, motherfucker. But I have no choice but to pull it off. And that builds a stronger character. I have nothing to fall back on. I digress. Understand that whatever you're going through in this life right now, whatever it is, there is a challenge in there and there is a lesson. Within that lesson, there is a character development. Within that character development is where your true purpose and your destiny are based upon. And that's where it's at. It's in you. But there was a perfect, beautiful passage that really explains a lot and that I kind of see almost every day. And in the book, it says, and it's just a quote. You guys, I'm not doing a book review. If you guys want that, there's hundreds of them on YouTube. My point is, I'm trying to just take what I can, what I apply in life, and boom, to you anyways. He says, when you hold great treasures within your heart, seldom do people really believe you. Think of the entrepreneur with the big dream. The artist with the idea of creating something new. The world might doubt them. The world might doubt you. But you have to believe. You have to have faith. And bring that to fruition. Something that really stood out to me was that the treasure that most of us seek is usually in the place that brought us to tears. Now, just like most of the things in this book, it's not literal. Although sometimes going that route of a literal might be the actual answer, but more so it's saying, take a look back at your life when you were younger. What was the dreams that you had that you no longer really think about? Or that reside in your heart that bring joy? That if you think about it, you're like, damn, that would be actually pretty cool. Think of that. Now, the greatest treasures will always be found within your heart. Your heart will always lead you to the right place. But this takes courage, persistence, and faith. Are you willing to do this? Are you willing to bet it all on your heart? Most of us aren't. Which is why most of us aren't where we want to be. At the core of The Alchemist, it's really quite simple, and it's to listen to the voice of the universe, which is love, intuition. Your eyes show the strength of your soul. When you are living your authentic life, your true self, you're in alignment with your goals, with what you believe your purpose is. People can see that. People can sense that. Some will not understand. Some will be envious because it is a joy. To do this is a joy. And people who aren't joyful can't understand this. And if their hearts are tainted, it will breed hate, judgment. But you keep on doing what you're doing. The universe, God, it's urging you to follow your dreams. It's pushing you in that direction. Go out and live your destiny, or a personal legend as it is written in this book. This is the message from The Alchemist to you. Now it's your turn to go out and live it. For those of you who stayed until the end, first of all, I want to thank you guys, because you guys are the real serious people. You guys are the people that are actually genuinely interested in what's going on. And whether or not you're going to change your life is really up to you and your habits and what you do. Show that. So because you waited until the end, I actually have a little extra something that I can give you. Something that will, relieve some burdens for some. Maybe help you go through something a lot easier. And that is one thing. And it's a reframing of something. It's a reframing of letting go. What do I mean by reframing that? Well, when we think of letting go, we think we're losing something. We think we're giving something up. We think that something that is with us, within us, or ours is being taken away or walking away. But the art of letting go is all about realizing that it's a skill. Being able to go through that pain, being able to go through that process of realizing that this never belonged to you, that will free you of so many things. And how do you do that? How do I practice letting go? Start simple. If you have a vice that you have, stop doing it for a couple of days. Let it go. Realize that it's going. You can start again. It doesn't matter. Or I don't suggest this if you guys have close friends. I don't really have close friends, so I do this with people. You can stop talking to people for a little bit. Let them go. Let them be. And you'll start realizing that you can live without these things, that you are more than these things, more than these people. This, at a certain level, I believe, might be able to help when people pass away, when you've lost somebody. This training of understanding and going through that pain and motion of seeing, okay, it hurts, it sucks, but I will get through it, and I always do. It's like, oh man, you let go with peace. And it may be a little vice, so a little shirt, a little this, a little that, anything, just start small. Then you can start working your way up to your ex. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Now, I usually don't do this, but I think the way and the direction that I'm taking this channel towards may be able to help a lot of people. So if you could please share this to somebody, doesn't matter who it is, whoever you think may be able to get something out of this, or might change their way of thinking, or you see that they have this negative mindset or this loss of spark in their life, then maybe they'll find something here that's like, okay, I like what he's saying. I want to read the book, because the book is a very beautiful book. I suggest you guys read this book. Again, it's told as a fable, but within everything, I believe there's always truth hidden in everything. Never close your mind off to just one thing and think that's the truth. You may find truth through that, 100%. The problem arises when you close off other people or other ideas and claim that only your way is the truth. Don't do that. So please share it to whoever you guys find, whoever you guys want, whatever. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Till next time.